morning, Jeff. Quick demo video for you for your Aniflex Elite and some good news. I had told you on my post that your pins had come unthreaded and I wasn't able to put them on, which is true. But what I had forgot was that when Lewis sent me a few of these to do about 2 months ago, he sent me an extra one by mistake, but the extra saber was missing an emitter. What the box did have, though, was 4 brass pins, and they were threaded. So what I did was I just swapped yours. I put your unthreaded ones in the box until I decide how I'm going to send that back to Lewis. And I used the brass pins for yours, right? So you're good to go. You got 2 over there and 2 over here. So this is a nice complete saber for you. Okay. You got CC sabers in here for your lit PCB with plenty of blade depth. And then how you get to everything is you just want to unscrew the handle. It's made to be a very tight fit around this chassis. There's no room for wiggle, okay? But once you get that off, this is your chassis. Your Proffie board is right here. Access to your micro USB and your SD card, so you can do everything you need to do without moving the board, although I did put all the sound fonts on here that you gave me, so there shouldn't be anything for you to do. A removable battery setup with all the wires hidden. 28mm Smoker's Outpost Elite speaker. If you flip this over here, you do have a kill switch for your battery. And then you have a few things over here that I just put on the chassis for decorative purposes that you'll see a lot better when you get that in person. Okay. 2-button setup. So this guy up here is your activation, and this down here is your auxiliary. There are a few modifications that I had to do to the switch housing in order to get it to fit properly. That's just the way that they were sent out. I think that Lewis is sending out new buttons for people, but you don't need it because I fixed it already for you. Okay, so we'll throw a battery in this guy.
Only when the eyes are closed can you truly see the way.
We hit power. Come over here and flip the kill switch. So that's working, and then flip it back open.
I have to face Sin Master. Whether he dies or I do, this ends today.
Go ahead and we'll throw the chassis on. As you're putting it on, kind of twist it, and it will help you throw everything on. Nice and smooth. I just didn't want any play in this guy at all. Okay, so now that we've got all that on, we can come over here and hit power. Auxiliary. I did give you twist off. And then let me show you about your blade retention because it is a bit unique. So this takes a 7/8 inch blade, but how you get to your blade retention is you have to unscrew this top button. It's going to be a 2-piece, so make sure that you don't lose that because those 2 pieces will come apart from each other if you're not careful. But once you unscrew that, if you can see in the light, of course you got your tactile right here, but right above your tactile is a small grub screw, and that is your blade retention. Okay, so put the blade in. Come over here and tighten down that grub screw. And then we have to come over here and screw the button back on. I really like this feature. It's a big improvement from the Aniflex V2 that came out, where the blade retention was this guy right here, but it had to be shaved down just right in order to get it to hold a blade. If it was too long, it'd stick out and it would be wobbly. And of course, if it was not long enough, it wouldn't hold the blade. So this is a very nice alternative. Of course, blade lockup is holding down the aux and hitting the saber. Your soundtrack is just a long press on the power. Another long press to turn it off. And then auxiliary to change sound fonts.
Where is he?
This is the rematch bundle from Kyberphonic. flash on flash.
If you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
Tusken Slayer. Just like that. So everything in here is working like it should. Come over here again. We'll unscrew this top switch. Loosen the scrub screw just a hair. Got our blade. Blade is a pretty tight fit. So watch out. You might have to do some sanding. Also, your blade plug is pretty tight. I would not feel comfortable putting that blade plug in this saber until you do some sanding on it so that it falls out on its own. If you don't, it'll get stuck. It fits in here now, but it doesn't fit in there. It doesn't fit in here to where you could just go like this and it falls out. And that's ideally how you'd want it to be. All right. But we'll go ahead and take the battery out of the sky. Of course, you got two different choices. You could leave your battery in and just come over here and flip the kill switch and leave it in. Or you could just take your battery out from the positive side over by the speaker. Pop it out with your finger just like that. And that is basically your Aniflex Elite. Let me know if you got any questions. If not, I will package this up and get it out in the mail to you Monday morning. Okay? Thank you.